Hey guys, welcome back to Control. So, we had a brief introduction last time. We met the ex-director. We picked up a weapon. Met the janitor. Now what's this noise?
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror. Get the fuck away!
Okay. So we have some enemies. Still can't get through there, I don't think. See, that was the way we came in, wasn't it? Now, not so much. So everything kind of changes in this place. So do we have a map? Yeah. Don't know, we probably can't get through there, can we? No. Okay. So yeah, this is the way forwards. The way backwards is the way forwards. Yeah. Now... Huh. Don't think I noticed that last time. Now the picture of the director is now a picture of us. Director confirmed. Aha. Toggle map. Okay, so we just go, yeah, forward and then back.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Bloody dudes. Undefined region. Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Nice to have a photograph. Service weapon. No unique procedures required. This object form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to blank. This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of... Imagine that's the director or something like that. The object will determine whether something. If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by though their criteria is unknown. The object was discovered inside the oldest house, in a room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis... Many forms throughout history. is that the service weapon has taken many forms throughout history, maybe. Something like that. Mjolnir, Excalibur, Varanastra are weapons that bound to their wielders or something. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, something. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for more details. So, starting just from this description of the weapon that we've got, we're starting to see what's cracking in this universe. So, there's these objects of power that they've been talking about. One of them is this weapon that we're using, and apparently can only be bound to the director or someone of importance throughout history, is the theory. So they're thinking all these historic weapons, such as like Excalibur and stuff like that, were objects of power that enabled the people that wielded them to create great events in history or things like that. So
objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it. Lose and you're, well, fired. Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
So I'm curious as to whether that thing that he was holding is a different object of power, or if it's or if that's how the service weapon appeared when, like, in a different form. Agenda items for next executive meeting: rising cost of AWE response, update on mold eradication efforts, upcoming annual salary review, new supply of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. I remember not liking that you had to, if you listen to it in the surroundings, I think it should mark it as heard in your inventory, rather than having to do it twice, because I prefer to do it that way and remain engrossed in the world. I was curious when I was playing this the first time. I was thinking that potentially it might be bad to shoot the people that are floating. Maybe they're just like office staff, they're incapacitated. Maybe there's like a negative thing that happens from doing that, you know. So we've got this shelter here. We'll see if these dotted about There's usually an item in here or something. Marshall, we checked out the suspected AWE in Duluth. Wasn't anything. Just like the house fire before this, and the manufacturing clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AWEs from the real thing. Or you need to rotate these field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, the next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. So these altered world events. It's like strange phenomena that are sighted in the world. And this bureau seems to go and investigate, and so we got a weapon mod. Headshot boost or reload speed. Ooh, I think reload speed. Even though that headshot boost was pretty good boost. Anything at the back here? Dinner reservations at 7 PM at Chez Ombre. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. Okay. Man, I wish I had an assistant. Stuff like that. I'm rubbish at remembering stuff. How old people are and things like that. Oh no, it's not going to sound great this, but it just doesn't register as important information. Whoa. I love that it looks so, it does look really good when they do that. When you enter a new area. The reason why I am shooting them all.
That tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our enemy.
It's because
That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over and over.
because I don't know, I have this other feeling that it might be there might be something to do with enemies respawning. So I don't know. It's not that I'm just evil, although that could be true. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes. We recognise certain, informed by our own, and popularised by our media. We have additionally proven that urban legends can be artificially in popular culture using our Bureau-made anthology television programme. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exacerbates their details. Certain paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that only occur on a pair of scissors that can tube human through 2 punctures on the... These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Urban legends are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 4936942 for full report. So there's been a couple of mentioned here with like collective consciousness and how it's manifesting things in the real world. How to handle unscheduled visitors and entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, I then ask them these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and that they'll need to leave. If their answers seem, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within the acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet, then immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Intriguing. So we've got this red room now. So this is going to be like his first kind of miniature boss fight, I suppose. Pretty sure that's not going to be all of them. Is there some stairs down, or do I just have to wing it? Okay, let's wing it. Whoa. Need some health. Getting close.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
There's a lot of parallels to Metal Gear Solid. See, whenever anyone says anything that you kind of need to do in the game, like an NPC character, your character always repeats it. Cleanse the control point. Metal Gear. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here? A hind tea? The DARPA chief?
Holy shit! You did it! We did it!
Hello,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Yep.
Are you with us?
Not sure about
The
that.
Bureau?
Mm,
Are you still sane?
well... Not sure about any of those things.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out. Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
the service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out. It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
Jesse, over here. We need to make a plan for this.
Yeah, well, I need to look at some random documents. Control points are locations in the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point in the something arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. A common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be. Refer to file 7252788 for a full report. Oh. Okay. So yeah, maybe I stop shooting the people that are floating because maybe we can save them later. Although they do respawn when you go back to an area, so. Outfits. Okay, maybe not. Civilian. Let's go urban response.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench. The ghost, or whatever he is. He mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone. A direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms... The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal, then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay.
So there's this internal monologue, or dialogue going on between the character we're playing as, Jesse, and some other being. I can't remember if I found out about that when I was playing last time. I don't think I did. There's hints, but is it literally another being, or is it our character? See, one thing that, like, although this is all really interesting, and it's just like super, the loads of elements of it are super kind of conspiracy theory, kind of bias confirming kind of stuff that's all well and good in this fictional setting, but actually there's just a bit of a problem with that kind of stuff in it. But anyway, moving on.
This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the pure utilitarian sense. Got it?
Did she memorize this?
Got it. Thanks. So HRA stop you from becoming Hiss?
Well, it seems that way. I mean, I hadn't even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Okay.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Cool. So, now we're central executive, and we need to get the so we need to go right, kind of. So I think we go. Do we go upstairs to the right, or straight? Yeah, just straight that way, don't we? Bum, 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 bum. Fast travel, eh? To the only restore point that we've got. Cool. Right, yeah, I think we'll leave this episode here, and next episode we'll try and find the hotline. All right, thanks for joining us, and catch you in the next one. All right, bye.